So we are 3 weeks into the regular season, and Demario Davis has some way, somehow established himself as one of the better players in the game. 6 interceptions through 3 games. Again, it's an incredible start for the 35-year-old middle linebacker. He's got X factor, but he has been the guy in New Orleans so far here in 2024. This week, though, we take on the Atlanta Falcons in Atlanta. So far this season, the Saints are 3-0. They are one of 2 undefeated teams left in the game between themselves, and we can't see them on the screen right here, but the Baltimore Ravens are 3-0 as well. Real quick before we get into things today, JJ McCarthy leads the NFL in passing yards, then Bryce Young, and then Derek Carr. In terms of the rushing leaders, you got Alvin Kamara, Derrick Henry, and Kenneth Walker III. None of our receivers are anywhere to be seen so far in the top 3. Of course, Demario Davis leads the NFL in interceptions. And folks, if you haven't yet, though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for some more Saints franchise every single day here on the channel. I'm not going to negotiate any contracts just yet. A quick overview of things. By the way, we are in cap hell. If you can't see it right now, yeah, you can't. We are negative $30 million under right now. That is horrible. That's really bad. And again, I'm glad Derek Carr is playing really good football this season, but we need to get off that contract in the offseason. So again, unless he wins MVP, which honestly, Derek Carr is kind of going towards that trajectory right now, we probably have to move on from Derek Carr just because we have to save money at the quarterback position next year and not pay Derek Carr, $35 million to play quarterback. Because again, I can't re-sign any of these guys right now. Again, Chase Young doesn't really want to come back to the team, but Paulson Adebo I can't re-sign. I can't re-sign Rashid Shaheed right now, who has no interest in us. It's just rough. Again, I would prepare for maybe this man starting next season. I'm just saying Zach Wilson might get a shot next season as the starting quarterback of the New Orleans Saints. It's make or break for him next season. We will see. It might either be him or the Cock Commander. But for now, Derek Carr is playing good football and he's leading this team to success. Now, again, if Derek Carr can continue to do this all season long, then we're probably just going to have to trade other pieces to free up cap room. But right now, I think what we're thinking of is just moving on from Derek Carr in the offseason, unless, again, he continues to play lights out, which I hope he does. But for 17 games, that's really not all that likely. So real quick, let's go into this press conference here prior to our Week 4 game in Georgia against the Falcons. Let's see what's happening here. Next question. All right, let's get it going. Come on. Let's talk about Derek Carr and how he's played up until this point. Again, speaking of the man himself, in your opinion, what has he done well so far this season? Really everything. Now, again, he has been complimented really well by Alvin Kamara, but completion percentage, avoiding sacks, yard per attempt, and avoiding turnovers. He's turned the ball over some. I'd say completion percentage. Again, Derek Carr has gotten balls to receivers, and he's been really good. Now, again, regardless if he's with us next year or not, you know, he's been impressive, yeah. Whether he's with us next year or not, trade value's got to be going up if he is playing this good a ball this season. Who deserves the most credit in terms of catching the ball? I guess receivers, tight ends, running back, offensive line. I just got to be honest, it's Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara has done a tremendous job so far this season. Again, Kamara leads the NFL in rushing yards right now. He's been pretty damn good. I'm sure they'll appreciate that. I think Alvin Kamara should. So we will get Kamara some XP. It is what it is. We now have a game this week here against the Atlanta Falcons, who are 1-2. Again, you look at the standings in the NFC South. We're 3-0. The Bucs are 2-1. The Panthers are 2-1. Their only loss being us, and the Falcons are 1-2. So the Saints trying to take care of business here on the road at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, yes, in Atlanta, Georgia. Week number 4, Saints and Falcons coming right up. All right, week number 4, Saints, Falcons from Atlanta, Georgia. Coming into this game, the Saints are still undefeated at 3-0, and it has been the defense which has really stood out early in this season. Besides week number 1, where we had a shootout against the Carolina Panthers, the Cowboys and the Eagles have both struggled with this defensive attack that the New Orleans Saints have been throwing at offenses. Dak Prescott and Jalen Hurts both had multi-interception games, and now the Saints will turn their attention to week number 4 and the Atlanta Falcons. Now, in real life, the Falcons just went out and traded for Matthew Judon, and as well, they signed Justin Simmons as well just an hour ago. However, in the game, that will not be apparent Here comes Kirk Cousins, though, to start things off for Atlanta. The former Viking comes into today, 659 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 picks. Here he comes against this Saints defense that has led the NFL in turnovers so far this season. Cousins will find Rondale Moore to start things off, getting the Falcons to the 37-yard line. 2nd and 3 from the 44, handoff to Bijan Robinson. He will likely play a huge factor in this game. Robinson gets the Falcons to the 49-yard line. Cousins looking to throw, being pressured, down he goes. Foskey with the sack makes it a 3rd and 20 for Atlanta. Cousins just going to dump it off to Kyle Pitts on a screen, but Paulson Adebo is there to bring him down. And here he comes, Derek Carr. The former Fresno State Bulldog has done pretty well this season so far. 819 yards, 8 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Here he is in his 2nd road game this year. Played really well in Dallas in week 2 as Alvin Kamara gonna bust one open for a big gain down to the 47-yard line. Here comes a 2nd and 8 here for New Orleans. Play action fake and a boot for Derek Carr. Looking to throw, he will find Chris Olave to the 30-yard line. Here comes New Orleans already in Atlanta territory. 3rd and 11, Carr, Olave, got a man beat downfield, he's in! Chris Olave with the grab makes it 7-0 New Orleans. The offense picks up right where they left off. 7-0 Saints. Let's see how the Falcons respond. Bijan Robinson with a nasty juke, picking up a 1st down on that run. Bijan, 3 carries, 22 yards. 2nd and 3 for Atlanta. Cousins will find Kyle Pitts to the outside. Paulson Adebo is going to push him out of bounds, but Pitts has got the Falcons down to the 41-yard line. 1st and 10 here for Cousins. Another handoff to Bijan Robinson getting to the outside. Cam Jordan can't get there. It will be Willie Gay on the tackle, but Robinson gets Atlanta down to the 23-yard line. Now within the red zone, here comes Kirk Cousins. This is where the Saints defense had an impact against Jalen Hurts last week, but Cousins will find Ray McLeod for the score. It is 7-7 as the Falcons respond immediately against the Saints defense. New Orleans back with the football from the 40-yard line. Carr looking to throw, he steps up and down he goes. It's a loss of 6 in the play for the Saints, making this now a 3rd and 14 from their own 34-yard line. Derek Carr looking over the top, trying to find Chris Olave again, but that ball is batted down by A.J. Terrell. Atlanta back with the ball from the 31-yard line. Cousins continuously going back to his tight end out of Florida, Kyle Pitts. And this game will be 7-7 as we go on to the 2nd quarter. The Saints are in for a fight in this one. Kirk in the offense here on a 3rd and 4 from the 47-yard line, looking to his left. Cousins finds his receiver. 1st down on the grab. I believe that was Darnell Mooney, the former Chicago Bear. Cousins now going over the top to Kyle Pitts. A gain of 19. Cousins 113 yards and a touchdown so far tonight. 2nd and 11. Cousins looking to throw. Got time. The pocket keeping him clean for now. But the Saints eventually get to him. More of a coverage sack right there. Makes this a 3rd and 20 for the Falcons. Cousins looking to throw over the top. Risky ball. And it's picked off. Marshawn Lattimore's got another interception. He had one last week. Lattimore takes the ball out. Probably should have just taken the touchback, but we'll take it. New Orleans with the interception keeps Atlanta from scoring any more points. Still 7-7 with Carr in the offense getting the football back from their own 5. Handing it off to Alvin Kamara right up the middle. Kamara's got a lot of yards and more. Make it a gain of 18 down to the 23-yard line. 3rd and 5 now for New Orleans from their own 28. Carr looking to throw. He's got crossing routes, and that ball's picked off. Derek Carr looking for Cedric Wilson Jr. Instead, Richie Grant will intercept him. Atlanta back with the football from the Saints 21-yard line. Handoff Bijan Robinson. He will have a 1st down to the 14. 7 carries for 52 yards. 1st and 10 Cousins, quick hitter. He finds his man Rondale Moore. Down to the 6 are the Falcons. 2nd and 2 play action fake. Cousins, we blow it up right away. Ford read it the entire way. It's now a 3rd and 9 from the 13-yard line. Cousins dropping back from out the gun to his left. That ball is caught by Drake London. He stays on his feet, and London gets the Falcons to the 1. 1st and goal, empty look for Kirk, and he will find Kyle Pitts again for the score. The Falcons have taken a 14-7 lead here at home against the Saints. It's the first time since week number 1 against the Panthers where the Saints have found themselves behind in a game. Here comes a 2nd and 10 for Derek Carr, and he is sacked. 3rd and 19 for New Orleans from their own 30. Carr looking to throw. He's going to hit Chris Olave. Wow. What a route, what a ball, and what a connection. Olave, 3 catches, 74 yards, and a touchdown so far tonight. By far his best performance so far of the 2024 season. Interesting play right there. Alvin Kamara just finds himself open. First down to the 29-yard line on that very short pass and connection from Derek Carr. 1st and 10 from the 29. Go back to him. Alvin Kamara, we said it in the open. He has been the biggest reason for Carr's completion percentage. And tack on a face mask to the end of that play. The Saints are driving here with short time at the end of the first half. It's going to be on Jesse Bates. 2nd and goal from the 11. 20 seconds to go. Derek Carr fighting Rashid Shaheed for the first time tonight. Short game though. 10 seconds to play here in the second half, or the second quarter, excuse me. Carr finds Juwan Johnson. He's short. 5 seconds, ball's at the 2-yard line. New Orleans will go. Play action fake. Carr looking to his right, trying to find a receiver. He's running out of room. He gets it to Kamara, and yeah, that's going nowhere. The Saints will find themselves behind going into the 3rd quarter. Here in week number 4, our score 14-7 in favor of the Atlanta Falcons. The Saints with work to do. Thankfully, the Saints get the football here to start off this 3rd quarter. Again, we could have been behind 14-10. We elected to be aggressive and go for the touchdown. I don't mind the play call still. Just no one found themselves open. Again, we had to force it into Kamara. Nothing happened. Should we have ran the ball there? Potentially, but it's fine. We're going to get the ball back here, and we're going to try to push the ball downfield. So 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Carr going to air things out. He's got Olave. Never mind. That ball's picked off. It's just an underthrow here by Carr trying to find Chris Olave. There is Jesse Bates. The Falcons get the football back with the potential of going up by 2 scores right now. Cousins finds his receiver in Rondale Moore, but here's a 3rd and 8 from the 43-yard line. Cousins looking to throw. Got time to his left. That ball's picked off. Kool-Aid McKinstry's got it, and he's off to the races. New Orleans has tied the game with the pick 6. Kool-Aid McKinstry, the 2nd-round draft pick out of the University of Alabama, ties this game at 14 apiece. The defense for the Saints continues to be dominant and continues to terrorize opposing quarterbacks. Kirk Cousins, though, with 1 play, gets his team back into Saints territory. 1st and 10, play action fake. Cousins looking over the middle. He finds his receiver. It's Rondale Moore again. Moore down to the 25-yard line. Cousins, again, not playing a horrible game, but his 2 mistakes have been pretty fatal so far. That's the difference between this game being 21-7 to 14-14. And guess who does it again? Demario Davis with his 7th interception of the season. I wasn't even using him there. Cousins just throws right in his direction. Davis sticks his arms up and makes the play, putting the Saints back in the driver's seat here in this 3rd quarter. From the 40-yard line, 2nd and 2. Carr looking to throw it to his left. He finds Chris Olave, and there he goes. Olave down to the 10. He's in. Chris Olave with touchdown number 2 here in week 4. What a game he has had, by far his best of the season. 21-14 Saints, all the pressure back on Cousins and the Falcons, but Kirk again connects with Rondale Moore. It has been Moore and Pitts all game long for the Falcons. Rondale now has surpassed the 100-yard mark so far tonight. Bijan Robinson right there with the big gain. He's still on his feet. Robinson pushing the Falcons into the red zone with a huge gain. We've got 20 seconds to go here in this 3rd quarter. Play action fake. Cousins. Demario Davis right up the middle. It is the 6th sack of the night for the Saints. Again, we've got Cousins seeing ghosts in the pocket as we go to the 4th, up by 7. Can the Falcons capitalize from the 16-yard line? 3rd and 6. Cousins to his left. Ball is up, and it is caught. Drake London gets there before Honey Badger can. And just like that, the Falcons have tied this game up at 21. So here comes Derek Carr with another spot where he can put his team in the lead. 1st and 10, he fumbles. Thankfully, that ball is jumped on, but it will now be a 3rd and 19 for New Orleans from their own 24-yard line. Derek Carr finds Chris Olave, but he is well short of the first down marker. Atlanta gets the ball after a punt. Cousins, though, on a 3rd and 12 goes deep. Jonathan Abram is there. It is caught actually by Rondale Moore, but Moore is out of bounds. So Atlanta will punt back to New Orleans. Bradley Pinion going to punt over to Rashid Shaheed, who has been awfully silent so far tonight. He will break off a tackle from Jesse Bates. He's going to reroute, going to his right. Shaheed's too fast. He is gone. Off to the races, Rashid Shaheed. He completely went the entire course of the field, back and forth. Rashid Shaheed, though, finds himself in the end zone, 28-21 New Orleans. The defense and special teams have accounted for half of our team's points, but now can we get one last stop to win this game? It's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line for Kirk Cousins. Cousins, though, will find his receiver again. Rondale Moore has been there all game long. He fumbles, but he looked down, and yes, after a booth review, he was down. Atlanta remains with possession from the 45-yard line. Cousins on a quick hitter to Drake London, who has been silent with the exception of that touchdown grab. London, though, gets Atlanta to the 34-yard line. Empty gun look here for Kirk Cousins. Quick hitter, 2-1, Kyle Pitts. He's going to spin off a tackle from Demario Davis. Pitts gets him down to the 17-yard line. 3rd and 2 now, though, from the 9. Cousins looking to his left. Ball is caught by Drake London. He's still on his feet. London down to the 3. Here comes a 1st and goal. Cousins out the gun, 2 and change to play. There is Kyle Pitts for his 2nd touchdown of the game. And New Orleans will get the football back again in need of a touchdown to win the game, or a score to win the game for that sake. 2:44 left to play. 2nd and 7 for Carr looking to throw. There's Jawan Johnson for his 2nd reception of the ball game. He's been, there for us. Taysom Hill, of course, been getting some work at tight end as well, but Jawan Johnson for the 1st down. 2nd and 8. Little quick hitter to Alvin Kamara on the crossing route. It's there for the 1st down. New Orleans to the 49. 2nd and 10. Handoff to Alvin Kamara. The draw is going nowhere, and it loses 3. So a 3rd and 13 for New Orleans. Carr on a play action fake, looking to hit something here. Going for Olave. Ball is batted down. Atlanta gets it back from their own 37. Here comes Kirk Cousins on a 1st and 10 to his right. That ball's picked. Jonathan Abram. Oh, Cousins looking for Rondale Moore, and the Saints defense does it again. Jonathan Abrams gets New Orleans the football, and now we just got to get into Blake Grupe's range to win this game. Carr going to find Rashid Shaheed to the 47. A huge 3rd and 6 right here. 51 seconds to go. Carr looking, stepping up. That's a 1st down. We need one more play. 10 yards-ish will win us this game right now. Carr to Kamara. I don't know if that does it. 2nd and 7 from the 39-yard line. I'm gonna let this clock go. 12 seconds, Derek Carr. We just need one play, and there it is. Cedric Wilson. That's a huge play for the Saints to get him to the 21-yard line. We will run one more play to make it a little bit closer for Grupe. Kamara, just get down. Okay, he will. To the 14-yard line. This is a chip shot, 31 yards. Blake Grupe for the game. Zach Wilson on the hold. It's up, and it's good. The New Orleans Saints win in week number 4. They remain undefeated. They are the last ones standing in the NFC to be undefeated. And who would have thought the Saints coming into the season start off 4-0, 2 road victories in Atlanta and in Dallas, 2 at home against the likes of the Eagles and the Panthers. And now the Saints turn their attention to their toughest task yet on the road. Prime time Monday Night Football against the reigning defending world champions. We're talking Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and the Kansas City Chiefs. What a game we will have in store for you tomorrow night. So folks, make sure to hit that like button down below if you are enjoying the New Orleans Saints franchise mode here on the channel, and make sure to hit that subscribe button down below as well. Folks, thank y'all for watching, and Mamba forever.